Hey everybody, Matt Vickers here. Arm's still broken, so still got to do these video responses. So we're talking about the range of storytelling and approaches to writing for this week. Um, and I thought the Willa Cather criticism was an important place to start. The concepts that Willa Cather develops in her criticism are things that I just became familiar with in English 303 last semester with the works of authors like Ernest Hemingway and Raymond Carver. As she explains in paragraph 8, the material investiture of the story is presented as if unconsciously by the reserved, fastidious hand of an artist, not by gaudy fingers of a showman or the mechanical industry of a department store window dresser. I think Cather, in her attempt at defining a literary artist, expresses the need for subtlety and nuance, and that's part of what makes an author an artist. Um, she writes in paragraph 8, in paragraph 10, literalness, when applied to the presenting of mental reactions and of physical sensations, seems to be no more effective than when it is applied to material things. This is where I think Dreiser's story would fall short in Cather's critique. Dreiser's journalism background has not allowed him much room for subtlety, and he is, I guess, included a lot of things or left out a lot of subtle nuances throughout the story. So rather than, I guess, at least in my opinion, rather than slowly building up these feelings and letting the reader kind of come to their conclusions by seeing what's happening, seeing that Rogum has realized his mistakes and then he's freaking out about his daughter, we're simply told that. It's simply just written on the page, Rogum freaks out. And that's still a way to tell a story, but it is a much different way than, say, the poetry for this week, which is all about subtlety and nuance. Cather also makes her thoughts in regards to realism known. While she does acknowledge that to some extent the notion of realism can reinforce elements of the story, she raises the question on whether those details are worth writing about at all. And this is something I hadn't really thought about or noticed in East of Eden until reading this Cather piece. While Steinbeck does utilize elements of regionalism and realism, he does it very sparingly, I think, just to give us enough of a sense of place so we're not lost. We have some sort of contextual background to place the book in. One of the biggest examples of this that came to my mind was that of working on the farm. While we know that throughout a good majority of the book, people are farming, it's important. They do a lot of farming. Steinbeck doesn't weigh the book down with page after tedious page of farming details. We know that's what they do, but so someone will say, hey, it's time to go to work. That's where it stops. There's not every minute detail about the farming process, because that's not, while it is important to the contextual background, it's not one of the major themes. It's not a book about farming. There are much broader ideas at the heart of what the book is about. Yeah. Thanks for watching.